And now, from North Carolina's A&T State University, the Pioneers in Education Webcast.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian Rice, and welcome to our second webcast of the Pioneer Student Leadership Academy. And we're here at North Carolina A&T State University. And although we've only been here 3 days, a lot has been going on. Voiced over by Shanika Jones.
How do you fit into the team? What are you going to bring to the team? How are you going to use your learning patterns of attention to accomplish the task?
In tune with Let Me Learn, Gary Dayton expressed the importance of team building and bridging together the different learning sequences.
Understand the situation. What's the task at hand?
In order to be successful in a group, one must recognize their self-worth.
You can identify who you are, what your interests are, what you're good at early on, and save yourself a lot of bucks.
Our first workshop was the Team Building Workshop by Gary Dayton. Gary taught us how to be an effective team member based on our learning style. This segment is hosted by Kyle Miller.
Today, in Dr. Christine Johnson's seminar, PSLA students learn just what goes on in a leader's mind.
Have you ever wondered how your memory functions? Well, today our curiosity was put at ease. We explored the brain and the mind through a slight and an interactive activity that explains how our memory is sorted and reviewed our mind's operational patterns.
This is the one that frequently we don't want to face. This is where the real tough stuff begins each time. If you want strategies to use your patterns well, you better be willing to do this. And this doesn't mean that somebody else tells you how well you did. It means, you take a serious look and say, using my patterns the way I did I get the job done?
In the leadership portion of the seminar, we realized how vital it is to match a leader with their prospective group when they come together as one.
Each group, I've been very impressed. Number one, you've spoken well, you've represented your team well, you've been able to articulate what the characteristics are, and you've done a very good job of working with the pattern language, even though this is only your second day with it. So I want to thank you, and you also brought some new pieces to the table with the list that you have. Let's give them.
This is Brittany Willis, and I'm out here at the new classroom building. I'll be interviewing Mr. Marshall Stewart, who gave a talk to the PSLA students today about life lessons.
Today, the interns of Pioneers in Education met with Dr. Marshall Stewart, where we introduced ourselves and discussed our career goals.
Group's all about. I want to tell you today up front that you've got an extraordinary opportunity. And I believe very much that the world is going to be yours, whatever you want it to be.
After the lecture, we spoke with Dr. Stewart about his career and ways students can enter the workforce.
You've got to surround yourself with people that can help you grow. If I'm going to grow as a person, I need to be around people and surround myself with people that'll help me grow. I don't need weeds in my garden. And I think that's really important for us to think about as we think about ourselves as people. Just looking back on what's been a wonderful career in education and in agriculture and working with young people, and I oftentimes say to myself, man, I wish I had known. I just wish I had known certain things. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about for the next few minutes. And you talk about people of my caliber, first of all, remember that I'm just like everybody else. And you've got to look at other people that way. And remember they're human, and they're going to make mistakes. So regardless of who that person is that you're looking to get close to, a relationship with, remember that they're people. And if you'll keep that in mind, then go right up to them and find a way to get close to them.
Well, we had a lot of fun today. We want to thank Dr. Stewart for coming by and speaking to us on the second day of the PSLA. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
The last workshop of the day was the e-portfolio by Geraldine Gomez. She instructed us on how to do electronic portfolios to show to potential employers. And here's Rosa John with the story.
Thank you. Hello, I am Rosa John, webcasting from Greensboro, North Carolina at North Carolina A&T State University. Today, we will be discussing electronic portfolios and how effective they can be in the 21st century.
Basically, we're going to talk about electronic portfolios today.
Ms. Geraldine Gomez, a graduate of Penn State University, spoke to the Pioneer Leadership Academy about how to create electronic portfolios. Electronic portfolios are simply electronic resumes.
Yes!
Ms. Gomez expressed the benefits of the portfolios. She used an example of viewing ourselves as a product and our employers as the consumer.
And for more information, check out our website, www.pioneersaneducationalliance.org, where we are inspiring and educating the 21st century workforce. Thank you.
Pioneers in Education is brought to you by our sponsors, DuPont, the U.S. Army, SecMe, Pioneer Hybrid, NASA, and ExxonMobil.